News at 9.
Something so meaningless as money has put a major dent in my family. And I don't know how to accept this because it was senseless and it was worthless. I need answers. I need answers.
Now a teenage girl is dead after a man pulls a gun in a Burger King drive-thru. It's our big story tonight at 9. The search is on for the suspect who shot a teenager while on the job.
Yeah, the teen was working at a Burger King at 51st and Capitol last night, and that's where a vigil was held earlier tonight. Fox 6's Ashley Sears.
What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome again to another video. Thanks, as always, for tuning in. And let me say, God blessing to you guys always, all right? So let me remind you, as usual, please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell, all right? So guys, this video that I'm coming with right now is a case of a teenager, as you heard in the first part of the video. A teenager that is working at Burger King in Milwaukee. Boy, I gotta say this, boy. This case has more twists and turns than a roller coaster. Trust me. This is some messed up, twisty, everything that's wrong case. Right? But I'm not gonna say much right now. Let's watch some of the video and then we can talk about it, alright? So listen to this.
Live with how loved ones are remembering the beloved 16-year-old. Ashley.
Yeah, Mary, Naisha Harris Brazil was cleaning up before heading home when she was shot and killed. Milwaukee police are releasing images of the suspect as the victim's family demands justice.
An innocent life has been taken away.
A large group gathers in the bitter cold, comforting each other in a place that has brought them so much pain.
I don't know how to accept this because it was senseless and it was worthless.
They're remembering the life of 16-year-old Naisha Harris Brazil. The Milwaukee teen was shot and killed during a robbery Sunday night.
Y'all don't know what y'all took from us. And y'all had no right to take it. It wasn't yours to take.
Milwaukee police say a black Chevy Impala pulled up to the Burger King at 51st and Capitol around 10:15. Surveillance images show the suspect at the drive-thru window with a gun drawn.
Told her to give him all the money. If she didn't, they was gonna kill her.
Mariah Edwards.
So guys, that girl right there that just spoke, right, that's her best friend. Take note of her, okay? And we're gonna talk about her later on, but let's watch some more of the video first.
Was inside the restaurant working at the time.
After I heard the shots go off, I went to the front and I see my best friend on the floor just lying there saying she got shot.
Harris Brazil was rushed to the hospital where she later died. Family and friends remember the Pulaski High School student as a hard worker and a happy teen.
Here we are trying to raise a self-sufficient, independent young lady, and she's taken away from us in the blink of an eye.
Loved ones remembering a life cut short by Milwaukee gun violence, asking the community to help find her killer.
Okay, guys. All right, so this young lady, she's just 16 years old. You know, such a beautiful, young soul. Has her whole life in front of her, all right? So I'm going to read an article here about, the investigations, what came out. And as I said before, this case has more twists and turns than a roller coaster, boy, I'm telling you, right? So the headlines of the article is investigators drop a bombshell twist after teens Burger King drive-thru slain. All right, so listen to this. When a 16-year-old girl was shot and killed while working at a Burger King drive-thru in Milwaukee earlier this month, the horrific news reverberated around the nation. Tens of thousands of dollars in donations poured in on Naisha Harris Brazil's devastated family wondered how she could be taken in the blink of an eye. But after spending 2 weeks piecing together events, investigators have made the bombshell allegations in court documents that Aris Brazil was killed in a botched robbery that she had staged with her best friend and her best friend's father. Aris Brazil, a dedicated student at Pulaski High School, was working a shift as a cashier on January 2 with her best friend, who identified herself in media interviews as Mariah Edwards. And that was the young lady with the nose piercing that I told you guys to take note of, all right? That evening, a black Chevy Impala pulled up to the drive-through window, according to surveillance footage cited by authorities in criminal complaint. Aris Brazil turned to serve the supposed customer when the driver pulled a gun demanding cash. The surveillance footage showed Aris Brazil back away and start to pull money from a register while apparently signaling for help from her colleagues. The driver, with the hood of his red jacket pulled low over his masked face, then hoisted himself through the window, waving a gun with one hand and reaching for cash with the other, the court document stated. But the assailant then suddenly withdrew from the window and back into his car without the cash before speeding off. At the same moment, Aris Brazil fell to the ground from a gunshot. After I heard the shots go off, I ran to the front and see my best friend on the floor, just laying there, saying she got shot, Mariah Edwards told Fox 6 in the days after. Aris Brazil was rushed to a hospital where she was pronounced dead. So sad. Investigators initially assumed that the hooded man in the window fired the shots that killed Aris Brazil. But a closer look at the video footage showed that the gun he was waving was never fired, authorities said. As outlined in the court documents, another camera mounted inside the restaurant revealed that the shots were fired from within the Burger King. You heard that? The shots were fired from within the Burger King. As the robbery unfolded and Aris Brazil called for help, her co-worker Derek Ellis, 34, was quick to respond. A criminal complaint filed 4 days after the shooting alleged that Ellis pulled out a gun, took aim at the thief, and fired 2 shots. It appears that Aris Brazil was caught in the crossfire. According to court documents, surveillance footage captured Ellis apparently panicking as he scrambled to gather the fired casings from the floor of the restaurant afterwards. He was filmed running to the restaurant's manager, who helped him stow the weapon in the store's safe. Ellis then fled the restaurant and has not been seen since. He has been charged with murder. The Burger King manager allegedly told police that Ellis hid the weapon and fled because he's a convicted felon who isn't allowed to possess a gun. Now, listen how stupid that is. You know you're a felon, right? And yes, it's a robbery that's going on. But you have no business getting a gun, moreover to fire it. Right? Some people are so dumb. But anyway, investigators say they then ascertained that the driver of the Impala was Antoine Edwards, whose daughter Mariah was working in the Burger King at the time. According to a criminal complaint, Mariah allegedly confessed that she, her father, and Aris Brazil coordinated the robbery at a time when they expected the register to be loaded with cash. According to a complaint, Mariah claimed that they got Aris Brazil involved because she works the drive-through window while Mariah works in the kitchen. It was never part of the plan. However, for Ellis, the co-worker who allegedly shot Aris Brazil to come to their aid. So it was never the plan for Ellis to come to their aid, but he did, and he shot her, killed her. Anyway, though Mariah claimed to police that all three participated in the scheme, Antoine Edwards allegedly claimed that his daughter wasn't involved and insisted Iris Brazil was his only accomplice. So now, guys, you see what's going on here, right? He's trying the friend is dead, and because she can't say anything, so he's trying to get his daughter out of problem and blaming the dead girl. As they say, dead persons can't tell the tale, right? The father and daughter have been arrested, and the criminal complaint charged Antoine with felony murder, intentional contributing to the delinquency of a child with death as a consequence, and possession of a firearm by a felon. Iris Brazil's mom, Lucille Brazil, remained defiant that her daughter wasn't involved in the scheme that took her life. On Friday, she told Fox 6, "It's really making me mad. It's making me angry. You told so many different lies. Now you are going to tell more lies. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help your father." Iris Brazil's sister established a GoFundMe to help support the family that has raised over $40,000. Her grandmother, Ida Lane, told Fox 6, "Here we are trying to raise a self-sufficient, independent young lady, and she's taken away from us in the blink of an eye." So, guys, there you have it. And this is so. I'm reading this thing. I'm wondering who came up with the idea, to rob the store. Was it the best friend? Was it the Iris Brazil that died, or was it the father? Right? Nobody knows right now. But I have to look at the father a certain type of way, because here you have two young teenagers, and even if they came to you as a father and said, "Okay, we want to rob the store," you should be disciplining them and putting them in their places and say, "Hell no, we're not going to do no such thing," right? So my feeling is that he was the one that came up with the idea, and approached them about it, and they just agreed to do it. You know what I mean? Because there is, I don't know what kind of person is that though. To be putting two teenagers in harm's way, in that kind of manner, to rob somewhere. Sometimes you have some adults, boy. Some people don't even need to have kids. Moreover, to, I don't know, boy. These people are something else. And as I said, guys, this case has more twists and turns than a roller coaster. Oh my God. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in. And as I said, please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And please remember to comment and let me know what you guys think. Let us have a conversation as usual about this case here, and tell me what you think. All right. So blessed love, my people, and take care. Love and blessings. Respect.